let's make a hard game. I'm thinking a hard marble game along the likes of Super Monkey Ball or Marble It Up. So let's find out how I made this.
Controls.
And for this game, we need to keep in mind the most important thing is that it needs to be snappy and responsive, because if they're not, the player might just quit because they would think the game is not just hard, but also unfair. Now let's start by writing some code to allow the player to control the level. Okay, I just finished writing the code. I think this should work. Let me try hitting the up button on my keyboard. Well then, I guess I'll just ask ChatGPT for advice.
Hi there, friend. The biggest problem is that you can't fix being a
What?
2 weeks later.
Oh my god, it actually works. And now it feels kind of like a bad version of those Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, but at least it's kind of fun. Also, I added additional forces so the player can control the ball in the air, and I even did some cool math.
I used a dot product with the player's current velocity and the player's input on a force curve to make turns sharper.
Wow. Anyways, I know what you're all thinking. This game still looks like so let's fix the graphics.
Nice.
But what did I actually do? Let's rewind. I added
Clouds, grass, goals, glass, football, coins, background UI.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Fluffball.
Fluffball has fluff, hence the working name of the game, Fluff'n'Roll.
More stuff!
So some of the stuff I added is kind of important to how the game actually functions. So added key animations for important moments in the game. Some of my animations are a little scuffed, but having fur makes it so if I have bad animation, it kind of covers it up. The camera turns with the direction of the player, and the camera turn speed is directly affected by the player's current speed. This Fall Guy reject also makes Fall Guy reject noises. The goal is double-sided and makes cool explosions when you score. We check for a goal by checking the difference between the entry normal of the ball and the exit normal of the ball with the box collider of the goal line. If the entry normal and the exit normal are the same, that means there's no goal. If the entry normal and the exit normal are different, that means there is a goal. You can collect more coins than the IRS. I think the coins will be used to buy cosmetics, or be part of a method to rank your run between gold, silver, and bronze. I then added a timer to add time pressure to the player, so they can't just take as long as they want. I then added a couple environments, a desert environment, a space environment, and a monotone kind of water level with big chess pieces scattered in it. Attention gamers, Fluff'n'Roll is now on Steam. All I need is your credit card, those 3 digits on the back, your mother's maiden name, and the name of your first pet. A difficult game can be governed by its mechanics and controls, but the true challenge comes from level design. Hard games thrive on clever level design. The difficulty needs to be within reach, well, at least in the first levels. Level 1 sets the tone and teaches you how to control momentum down a steep slope. Level 2 introduces tighter pathways, sharper turns, and the need to turn with precision. The player already knows how to manage momentum, but now they're asked to apply that knowledge in more complex ways. Level 3 is simple. Don't get smacked by big blue hammers, something I personally learned in the summer of '04.
What does that mean?
By the end of the world, players will be expected to combine skills learned prior in more gigantic levels that test multiple skills at once. I haven't made these yet, so watch out for future videos where I'll show how I developed them. Also, I'm planning on making things that modify physics like boost pads, jump pads, gravity pads. I don't know, if you have more ideas, write it in the comments. I think the real development from this video is the friends I made along the way. Oh wait, I'm a game developer. I have no friends.